So guys, if you want to know how I prepared this delicious, healthy, cute, in fact, sexy okra soup, please watch the video to the end and you're gonna gain a lot. Thank you. Yes. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? So guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can prepare uh a delicious and healthy okra soup with just fresh fish. So in this let me just say, we're going to be preparing this okra soup with just fresh fish, like different type of fresh fish. So you can see me chopping up my okra, and this is what I use for my okra. I love using the big part, the bigger part, so that the consistency, like the particle, will not be too small. So in this recipe, the okra does not need to be so small, so that is why you can see me using this big parts, here. So guys, these are the ingredients we need for this recipe. I think we just need up to 4. I think it's just 4 or 5 ingredients. These are the ingredients we're going to be using for this recipe. And first we have our fish here, which are different types of fish. I have my mackerel, tilapia, and maluza. Is it maluza fish or meluza? I beg, when I know the type of fish when I talk about the headless fish. So guys, I call this recipe fresh fish okra soup. All you need for this recipe is just fresh fish. You can add any different type of fish, but it has to be fresh fish. So but mackerel and tilapia is very important for this recipe. And I have my okra here, which we're going to be making. Remember, it's okra soup. And I have my blended crayfish, and I have locust beans and a seasoning cube. So we're going to be using 1 seasoning cube for this recipe, because we have seasoning powder as well. So we're going to be adding some seasoning powder to it. And here I have my scotch bonnet, which is fresh pepper. So you can see I'm adding much of this scotch bonnet. Why? Because this recipe needs to be spicy, guys. It needs to be so spicy, like it needs to be hot. So you need pepper for this recipe. So if you're the type that does not eat much pepper, like you don't eat much pepper, you can reduce the pepper. But for me, my husband, we can't eat this recipe without being spicy, like. So guys, you can skip that if you don't eat pepper, like you don't eat much pepper. So guys, I'm gonna be blending this pepper to the consistency that I like. Like you can slice it if you're the type that does not eat much pepper. I'm blending mine now because it's kind of much, so it will take me time to slice, and so that is why I'm blending. But you can slice yours if you're the type that don't eat much pepper. So I'm just going to blend a little bit, not too much. It does not have to be smooth. The scotch bonnet does not have to be smooth, so I just blend it to the consistency that I want, not too smooth. So now I'm done blending. You can see it's not too smooth. You can see some seed inside as well. So this is exactly what I want. And now we're going to be putting our fish into a pot. And I told you guys before, we have tilapia, mackerel, and maluza fish, but you can use any type of fresh fish that you want for this recipe. These are the 3 fish that I have at home and I decided to use, but you can add more. Use 6 types or 7 types of fish. It all depends on what you like. And I'm going to be adding water. I just added water. You don't need too much water for this recipe. And after that, I added my blended fresh pepper to it. And I'm going to be adding now a little bit of water, more water here. So this is exactly the water that I need for this recipe. And I'm adding 1 seasoning cube to it. Yes, and after that, I'm going to be adding my blended crayfish and locust beans. So crayfish is very important for this recipe. So guys, I just added my crayfish now, and now I'm going to be adding like 1 teaspoon of salt, and after that I'm going to cover it up and allow it to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Yes guys, 10 to 15 minutes, because it has to cook, and you're going to see how it look like when you allow it to cook well, like for about 10 to 15 minutes. So guys, yes, I just cover it up. So guys, 10 to 15 minutes later, just check out the look. So now it is time for us to add our okra to it. Yes, so we're going to be adding our okra right now. You see why I allowed this soup to boil for at least 10 to 15 minutes before adding okra, because after you've added the okra, you don't need to allow it to boil much again. It doesn't have to cook much again. It's, you just allow it to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, not more than. Why? Because remember, okra is vegetable and it does not have to be overcooked. So I just added some seasoning powder to it to taste, you know. So now I'm just going to allow it to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. Remember, it's okra soup, so that is one of the reasons why I said you should allow the soup to cook very well, boil very well for about 15 minutes before adding the okra. So guys, 3 minutes later, just check out our okra soup. Our fresh fish okra soup is ready. You can see the particle of okra, they're still very greenish, so that is why you don't need to overcook the okra. The okra still have to have this green color, because if you overcook it, the color will change. Me, I don't even know the name to call the color that the okra will not change to, but you don't have to overcook the okra, you know. So now, after like 3 to 4 minutes, our okra soup is ready. You see, you don't have to overturn the soup, like, so that the fish will not scatter. So our okra soup is ready, guys. Check out how cute this okra look like. If your husband is the type that like okra so much, just, you know, do this recipe for him. Prepare this okra soup exactly the way I did it, you know, in this video. Hey, your husband goes testify. Olelele. He will testify, seriously. So guys, our okra soup is ready, and you can use any swallow that you like. But that day, I forget diet and I use pounded yam for this okra soup. So thank you so much for watching. If you love the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to our channel, try subscribing. See you next time. Share our video. Bye.